I don't know if you can put your finger on it. We do know that it was down 10-0, which is not the first team to be down by a touchdown and a field goal with 4.5 minutes to go. But it is the first team to be down by 10-0, 4.5 minutes to go every week and win all the games, Tom. So what? How's that for a leading question? What? It's amazing.
Boom, I'm going to begin with a couple of things. First of all, again, we always have to, give credit to the football team. All of those things, the offensive line, the defense, the pressure that they were able to bring to bear on Haney, the ability to run the football. They do have a never say die attitude that I think really bodes them well when they get behind and they're in the fourth quarter. But when you think about the quarterback and what he is capable of and what he is doing, there is something, and I don't want to, get overly dramatic, but there is something magical about what Tim Tebow is able to do at the end of football games and been doing it since he was in high school. So he definitely believes in it, and I think he's got his team believing in it, and now he's got us believing in it. I'm going to share this with people. Literally in the overtime, Marion Barber, just before he fumbles the ball, Trent said to me, he goes, there's 15 different ways that Chicago could lose this game, even though they're in field goal range, but I think they're actually going to fumble the ball. 5 seconds later, the guy fumbled the ball. That to me is some kind of magic provided by the guy who's taking every snap.
I'm puzzled by that.
It's on the other side of the ball, but it's magic.
Yeah, and, I think what we run into is it's our job to explain what's going on
And I can't.
between the lines.
Yes.
We all have different experience levels. We all have, study the game at a different level. We all look at it through a different lens. But at the end of the day, our job is to sit up here and explain to people what's going on. I can't explain it. Don't look to me. I cannot explain what's going on, this dynamic in Denver. It's magical.
Yeah.
There's circumstances around it. We could talk about soft coverage and blown coverages and this and that, prevent defense, and all the reasons why it may have happened, but it continues to happen. And I think it's very hard to explain, and we talked about this a couple weeks ago, the power of a team.
Yes.
And the power of one person getting 52 others in a coaching staff to believe they are better than they really are. And I think it's very hard to explain the will of a person.
Yeah.
But yet people want it explained. And I can't. I know this. I love learning more about football.
Yes.
And forever, as you study this game, you look at trends and you say, okay, there's certain patterns that have worked throughout time in the NFL. I'm willing to learn there may be others that we didn't expect, that we can't explain. I think as you watch Tim Tebow and enjoy this Denver Broncos team and enjoy what's going on, also learn that it doesn't have to be Tom Brady and Aaron Rodgers or a certain formula. There's other formulas that work. And frankly, the last 3-4 weeks, I just sit back.
It's fun.
And I'm thoroughly enjoying
fun.
every snap of football I watch this team play.
We had a football coach at Brown. He's passed away now, named John Anderson, and he usually said this when things went poorly. But it's always stuck with us, and everybody out there who played for him or was with him, we still quote it to this day. It's like the UFO. It's like the Bermuda Triangle. It's like the Loch Ness Monster. Just can't be explained. I mean, these are three things that just can't be explained. Right. We sound like we should. Look, they expect to win. We know that much. Even when I got an explanation. Did you look at the sky when you came over here?
No.
For the show?
That full moon?
It's full moon.
I saw that moon last night.
Well, and there you go.
Yeah.
Look,
and there's a combination of things, again, because I don't have any explanation for it either. At the exact moment that the game announcer said the Broncos can't get the ball back because they have no more timeouts, Marion Barber, 5 seconds later, ran out of bounds. And then we all realized, they're going to get the ball back with a minute left.
And didn't he say, and we also said that was given to me 5 minutes to go, Denver, they've been around since 1960, as you know. They've never been shut out at home.
It's going to happen.
I wrote that down. I said I better have that for 5 minutes from now.
Every football fan out there, when Marion Barber got hold of the ball, my wife, who's watching the game back in California, knows you don't go out of bounds.
You don't go out of bounds.
Everybody does. There's 10-year-old kids sitting there saying, don't go out of bounds. He goes out of bounds. We can explain that. But why does it happen against this Denver Bronco team? Why does Marion Barber have a run that he can bust and theoretically end the game in overtime? and he fumbles. There's something bigger at work here.
Yeah.
I mean, we could explain the Marion Barber stuff, but it's bigger than that.
Yeah.